So with the new update coming out, obviously adding in Kulve Taroth, Hellblade Glavenus, and Boltreaver Astalos, we need to talk about the armor sets, the weapons, and all that good stuff. So in this, we're going to go over all of the Kulve Taroth weapons and armor sets. So if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to drop a like down below and do subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments, what do you prefer, the male or the female version of the Kulve Taroth armor? And of course, I'm Paradise Central, so let's jump into it. So starting off, I really do love the aesthetic, the style, the look of the Kulve Taroth armor sets. I really like the big, like, cape, the I don't even know what you call it, the big fluffy cape that the male one has. I think it looks super cool. But let's talk about the stats and the skills. He does have 151 fire defense on this armor set with a weak point of thunder at 81. And it does have Slugger XL, Soul Kinship L, and Health Boost L. So Slugger, if you don't know, adds a chance to inflict stun on your attacks, and being XL means that you have that seriously increased chance of inflicting stun. And if you've never used this before, it essentially means that if you hit your opponent first in PvP, in PvE, it doesn't matter. If you hit them first, you have a chance to effectively flinch them if you're used to Pokemon, which means that they don't get to do their turn because they're stunned. I will say, having tested talismans with Slugger on them, I believe the proc chance is incredibly low, but when it does activate, it's a very nice thing to have. In addition to that, we get Health Boost Large, so greatly increases our maximum HP, and Soul Kinship Large, which I'm very excited to see on this armor set, because Soul Kinship is a very good skill for just basically passively increasing your kinship gauge fill rate, and you really do notice it, especially from the genes that the monsters have. So Soul Kinship Large looking very good on this armor set, and I definitely think at the very least I will be using this armor set for the layered armor of my rider. But let's jump into the weapons next, because there's quite a few to talk about. So Kulve actually has a weapon for each type. So Sword and Shield, Greatsword, Hammer, Hunting Horn, Bow, Gun Lance. There's a lot of different weapons, and that could mean a lot of farming Kulve. First up, we'll talk about the Sword and Shield though, the Taroth Slicer, being a water element Sword and Shield with 129 attack, 8% critical chance, 23 defense, and torrential slash. This is going to probably be our best water attack option for Sword and Shields. There is another water attack option with the Sandman Fin Sword, but it's less across the board stat-wise, however has a 16% chance to apply sleep, so if you want to go for some potential sleep statuses, that might be better, but for the attack, the defense, and the crit rate, the Taroth Slicer is definitely going to be the way to go for a water sword and shield. Next up, we'll go over to the Great Swords, where we have the Taroth Blaze. This is a water attack Great Sword. I'm getting deja vu from the Sword and Shield. This has 150 water attack and 4% critical chance, and it looks really cool with the golden skins. Let me know in the comments what you think of all of the different skins for these Kulve Taroth weapons. I really like the gold style of them. And this is essentially going to be the same as the SNS. This is going to be our new best water attack option for the Greatsword. There is another one, the Plesioth one, the Plesioth Aquablade, but that has 145 attack with 4% crit chance, so the Taroth Blaze is essentially a direct upgrade, not a huge upgrade, but a direct upgrade nonetheless, so definitely think about building this. If Greatsword is your best and favourite weapon, then you definitely want to have a good water option in your equipment. Then next up, we'll go over to the hammers, and we have the Taroth Hammer, another water attacking weapon. We're definitely seeing a trend here. 163 water attack with a 3% critical chance and 6 defense bonus. However, it also has Para Poison Chaser, which is interesting to see because the alternate water option that you're probably using at high rank is the Plesioth Breaker, very similar to the Sword and Shield and the Greatsword. However, that has less attack, less crit rate, no defense, but instead has Sleep Seal Chaser. So, you know, different skills depending on what your team comp is and what you're going for, but stat-wise, the Taroth Hammer is again looking like the best water attack option for the hammers, especially if you're going for paralyzers and poisons to make use of that Para Poison Chaser skill. So another really good water option for the hammers. So next up, the hunting horns, and we have another pattern forming of a water attack hunting horn, 142 water attack, 7% critical chance with a defense bonus of 6 and the music skill type for all of the songs. That means we're going to be getting evasion riff, healing, soothing sounds, and metal overture. So this is a very nice looking water hunting horn. Again, I think this might be the best water option when it comes to all of the other water options that we have for hunting horn. There is actually 2 other types of water hunting horn that have 1 more point of attack, but they have a lower crit rate, and one of them has the song skills and the other has the music skills, so there is a bit of variation there, but generally speaking, I think this Kulve Taroth hunting horn is going to be a very good water option, certainly one of the best, and I think it looks really cool with the gold skin too. Then we move over to the bows, and this is where the trend breaks. It's not a water bow, this is instead going to be a thunder bow, the Taroth Arrow, 129 thunder attack, 7% critical chance, 6 defense bonus, and spread with paralyzed coating. So an interesting one to give us another Thunderbow, because we already had the Rajang bow, which was really good. We've of course got the new Boltreaver Astalos bow as well, which is another Thunder option. So this bow, in my opinion, isn't looking all that lucrative. It has less attack than both the Rajang and the Boltreaver variant. It has slightly higher crit rate and it has a defense bonus on it, which is nice. However, spread coating, I'm not a huge fan of. Paralyzed coating is nice to have, so it's sort of that status alternative option with some extra defense baked in at the cost of lower attack. So overall, I'm not a huge fan of this Kulve Taroth bow, but I do again really like the look of the actual weapon itself, the skin. Then finally we move over to the gun lance, where we have the Taroth Buster, another break in the sort of water weapon trend that we've been seeing with these Kulve Taroth weapons. This is an ice one this time, with 109 ice attack, 6% critical chance, and 30 defense, which actually means that this gun lance is exactly the same as the Kushala gun lance for both attack and crit rate, but instead has an extra 6 defense on top of it. So it's a direct upgrade to the Kushala gun lance. However, it is a sort of alternate option to the Velkhana gun lance, which has slightly higher attack at 118, but only has 25 defense. So it's a trade-off. It's better than the Kushala gun lance, but slightly lower attack than the Velkhana one with slightly higher defense. So this is quite a meaty defensive gun lance, giving you that extra 30 defense on top. So there's a few different options there. I think all of the water ones are, generally speaking, very decent, maybe even best in slot for that element. Then you have the bow, the thunder bow, that I don't think was that impressive. Meanwhile, you have this ice gun lance, which is a decent ice option, better than the Kushala, a sort of alternate choice to the Velkhana one. So some very interesting weapons there, some very cool skins, and a really cool armor set too. So that's basically everything Kulve Taroth brings us. I do think with how good all of these water weapons are, we're probably going to want to farm a lot of Kulve Taroth. So let me know down in the comments below which weapon you plan on crafting and maxing out, which one is your favorite. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Do make sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more helpful videos like this one. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great, fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.
If you want to catch more from us at HyperX Gaming, don't forget you can catch the guys TwoSixNine and Paradise Central streaming over on Twitch weekdays, playing a variety of games. If you guys want to jump in, tune in, watch, and even join in, then make sure you check them out. The links to those are in the description box down below, and of course you can join the Discord to get involved in all of the discussions.